Week number 10, Dana White's Contender Series. I can't believe this is the last week, but they gave us a treat. We have 6 fights this week, at least at the time of recording this. Who knows what's going to happen? Contender Series is wild sometimes. But, guys, thank you so much. If you've been here this whole season, I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to every single one of these videos and all those that had been tuning into the Fight Companions and all that. But if this is your first video you've caught, welcome. Super happy that you found us for Week 10. This channel is, predominantly getting its love for the Contender Series. So that's always nice. Let's go ahead and break down a matchup between a guy who's returning already in Freddy Vidal. He was here earlier this season. What was that, week 4 or something? 5? 5. I think it was week 5. Could be wrong. It's all just coming together. But for Freddy Vidal, he was already here once. He's fighting at 205 against Levi Rodrigues. Both of these guys are undefeated, 4-0 versus 5-0. And you realize there's not a lot of notes here. Yeah, 4-0 versus 5-0. There's not a lot of things to go off of, especially when you got these guys finishing people pretty quick. Now, we saw a lot out of Vidal in his last fight, but the problem is that was kind of a weird matchup. It was a short notice fight. He took it on, less than a week's notice, things like that. So there's, you give him a little, whatever. So yeah, interesting stuff. But here we are. We have Levi Rodrigues. Not a lot to go off of here because dude's been just running dudes over. Just absolutely putting them to the dirt. Good striker, good forward pressure, power, throws combinations. That's all you really need on the feet for this guy. He just comes forward, throws in combo, and puts guys out. And in the one fight that I saw that he really kind of grappled a little bit, he just shoved the dude to the ground. So it wasn't even a takedown. He just shoved this man to the ground, took full mount, and hit him immediately with the grapevines, which is why I gave him the top pressure, the little note there. Because immediately putting the grapevines on was a good sign. It means he's probably going to stay there if he wanted to. But then he just gets back up and just decides to knock the dude out, and he did that. So that's a scary man right there. That's a scary man. On the other side, for Freddy Vidal, he's tough, right? That's one thing we noticed about him. People would say, oh, this sloppy fight. Yeah, but dude's tough. He had a really good round 1, really rough round 2, really kind of, not really good. He pulled through in round 3. It was a good round 3. So, because Freddy Vidal darn near killed that poor guy in the first round in that first Contender Series fight, and then he darn near gets killed in the second round, and then he comes back in the third and gets the win. So, impressive stuff. That choke shouldn't have got the guy out of there, but the dude was just done. He was too tired. So was Freddy, but he was able to pull through, unlike the other fella. Now, he's a decent striker. He's got pretty good power, and he's got a decent jab. That's about all I got for him there. Decent grappler. Decent takedowns. He's got pretty good ground and pound. I'm not going to give him anything for the submission attempt or that submission win because that was a horrible submission. But he got the guy because he was tired. But he does have good ground and pound. We saw him absolutely just raining him down in the first round. So there's some things to like. Unfortunately for Freddy Vidal, I think Rodrigues is the real deal. And I think this dude knocks him out in the first. So I'm going to take Levi Rodrigues to get this one done. I feel pretty good about that. I don't know if Dana is playing a trick on Freddy Vidal. And was like, you know what? I didn't really like your performance. I know you won, but you beat this guy that had a lot of fraudulent wins on his record or whatever. And then you beat him just barely with some sloppy crap. So sure, we'll bring you back, kid. And I'm going to feed you to an animal. So the baby monster, Rodrigues, is probably getting it done. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hit the like button on your way out. If you haven't checked out the rest of the videos in the Week 10 Dana White's Contender Series playlist, it should be on screen already, and you can check those out there.